Welcome to Luna versus Tara. Thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. I'm Luna, the voice of reason, or LTVOR for short. And today I am switching up the content. So I am doing a reaction video, but it is of a video of me in it. Now, for those of you that used to watch cable television, you may have watched the Judge Mathis show. So the other day I was minding my business and this guy randomly inboxes me and says, "I saw your fine ass on Judge Mathis." And I'm like, okay, you did. I thought I lived that down. But I did not. I did not live it down. So I'm going to do a reaction video on this, and I'm also going to give you a story time of what really happened and what took place in that situation. So, mind you, I'm going to have to get my drink because this is kind of traumatic for me. The experience was a little bit traumatic, and the situation that I was in at that present time was definitely traumatic. So I said I needed a drink for this, so bear with me. I am working with my therapist to unleash trauma and to release trauma and to tell my stories that I've buried, because I've gone through a lot of shit. So let's get into it. Every time you walk into a room, I don't know what it is. You just give me this feeling and it makes me want to. Every time you walk into a room, all eyes can't help but stare. You got it, boy, no lies. Escapades of laughter fill my mind. Head on toward the door, I'm all yours. Never thought I'd ever come across your lips. Listen here, boy, and I'ma show you something you didn't know there was anything like this. Hold on to me, hold on to me. Okay, so welcome back. Okay, so let's get into this. Yeah, bear with me because I'm not excited about this. But okay, roll the damn film.
Plaintiff Shantae Mitchell says when she met the defendant, she thought she was a talented singer and Shantae was inspired by her. However, she soon discovered the defendant was a diva, and she's suing her today for the cost of a traffic ticket and emotional distress. Defendant Tara Porter says she also thought Shantae was a nice person when they met, until she discovered Shantae cheated on her husband, who was with Shantae in court today. Tara's countersuing for emotional distress.
Start with you.
Well, I met Miss Porter through my husband's friend. It's his girlfriend. How we met was he invited her over. We went to a barbecue. I invited both of them to the barbecue. It was a family barbecue. She stated that she is an aspiring singer. So I said, okay, that's good. Why don't you sing at the barbecue for me? And she can sing. I mean, she is really, really good.
Yeah?
Seriously. Like, she's awesome.
You work with anybody?
I'm working on it. I actually have an 11-month-old daughter, so it slowed me down a little bit, but I'm working on it, yeah.
All right. Good luck to you.
You know, so she was singing. She did good. I was like, wow, she is amazing. I love her voice. She's awesome. And plus, my friend Earl, which is my husband's friend, he's one of those, he don't trust. He have trust issues. So he's always down in the person he's with, saying they doing this and they doing that. So me and my husband like, oh, no, keep her. She's good. You know, she's a keeper.
Other people think she sings very well?
Yes, yes. As a matter of fact, she was talking about she do events, you know, just so she can get recognized and just get her name out there. You know, she have a lot of YouTube pages and a lot of things going on like that. So I was really, you know, like, wow, I loved her.
And her guy, this gentleman here with her?
Yes, Earl, right there.
Which one is Earl? The one there? You got 3 guys there.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. With the real Earl, please stand up. All right, we got you. Go ahead.
Okay, so I've been to her home. She have sticky notes all over her house where it's like motivational type of sayings to her, long-term goals, short-term goals.
Tell all my business.
I will do better today. I will do better tomorrow. And that really inspired me. I was like, I should do that, you know, just the uplift.
Did you?
No, but, you know, I thought, I said I should. I didn't do it. But, you know, I was like, wow, I like that. She has a lot of charisma about herself. And because she's trying to make a name for herself, I really admire that.
Okay.
But, you know, I soon found out that she's a diva, and it's her way or no way, you know?
How did you find that?
It's just the way she presents herself, you know? She says that she wants to make it. I said, you would definitely make it in the music industry on the griminess that you present yourself with.
All right.
You went from she motivates you,
See, this is
you
the reason
admire
why.
how she carries herself, till she's grimy.
Yeah.
How
I
am I
thought she
grimy?
was until she played me.
I played
Let me hear
her.
from you.
Bro. Hold on. Commercial break. Okay, we're back. Mind you, in this situation, Judge Mathis did not have all of the information. He did not have all of the information. And he did not like me. Let's just say that. He did not like me. And that's okay. That's perfectly fine. Because I'm not likable like that. I'm friendly. People are friendly to me. And I'm friendly to them. But the thing is like, I was definitely misguided with this. Okay? So I just wanted to say that before we get into this second part. I want to say that he did not like me because I was honest. That's the reason why, okay? I do not lie, okay? So, let's go back to memory lane. Oh my God, this shit is so traumatic for me. Okay. All right.
Okay, so basically, I like to see the good in everyone, okay? No matter the situation, I like to see the good in everything. And like she said, we did meet at a barbecue. She invited us. Everything was all right. And she had her family there. You know, she did let me sing there, and I appreciate that. You know, it's not like I was ungrateful or anything like that. What tripped me out is that you have your family here, but yet you disappear for a couple of hours with your cousin, and your husband was mad about that too.
No,
Don't
I
act like it's a
didn't.
lie, boo-boo. Yeah.
No, I did not.
Disappear
It was
with
literally
you
for like
Her
20
cousins. No, it was longer than that.
No, it was not.
It was.
At the barbecue.
At the
No.
barbecue.
Where y'all go to
Children
smoke
there.
weed or something?
No, I don't.
Yes, you did.
No, I do
Step
not
away
smoke.
from the barbecue from the family because you know they couldn't smoke weed around them. Go ahead.
Now, Earl has told me that she is deceptive, she's a liar, and that I shouldn't trust her. But like I said, I try to see the good in everybody.
Why did Earl tell you that? Where did he?
Because he's known her for 15 years, and it's
Okay,
been
did he
this
give you
back
some
and
examples?
forth. That she cheats on her husband,
That's
Wow.
and I witnessed it.
I don't believe
Really?
that. I don't believe that.
It's
Of
the
course he
truth.
doesn't
Your
believe
husband there
that.
today?
He known the girl for
Yeah,
15
don't believe
years.
that nonsense.
Okay.
Were you there, you say?
I was
You were
there.
there.
I was
And what'd you
there.
do? Were you
I
part
was
of
in
that?
the
Were you
car.
part of the
I
cheat?
just met
Or did
the
you
girl.
just
No,
stand there and
sir.
look and say, Yeah, that's not how that goes.
No.
All right,
That's not
go
true.
ahead.
She gave the guy a
Yeah, that's enough.
Okay,
You're
I'm
not going to
sorry.
mess with these folks' relationship. I'm sure she can tell you a little bit about
divorced, by the
Earl.
way.
You don't know since she's known Earl for 15 years and you knew on the boat.
Tell him. Wow.
Try to mess with these folks' relationship. Talk about your relationship with
Oh, I
her.
will.
Your experience
I'm gonna
with
talk
her.
about my
That's
relationship,
what I
trust and
want to
believe
hear
that.
about. Are you the diva? Are you grimy? Because that's some grimy stuff you just said.
Okay. Okay. You know, and I apologize for that if it seemed as if it was grimy, but it's the truth.
What you
Period.
suing her about?
I'm suing her because while we was traveling, when I taking her back home, she ended up doing 80 and 70 miles per hour.
From the barbecue?
No, I took her to an event that was
A different event.
a different event.
To do what?
So she can sing. Her boyfriend Earl called me and asked me, could I take her to the event? I said, yeah. He gave me $40 for the travel. I was like, okay, that's fine.
I wasn't
So I
supposed to be
picked her
driving.
up. She disclosed to me that she knew how to drive a stick shift. I have a stick shift vehicle. So when I said, okay, you can drive, you know how to drive a stick shift, you can drive. You know, she was like, okay, I'll go ahead and drive.
I wasn't
So
okay with it.
I was like, since this is your event.
Because you're supposed
that's
to be
cool.
driving.
So she
You got
drove
paid
all the way to the
take me.
event. And then later on that night, I picked her back up around
mad.
12:40. And at that point, I had to pick up my husband.
All right, I'm back.
He was tired. He didn't feel like driving. So that's when I called Chris to come help me drive back because I didn't want to be on a dark road by myself from dropping her off to Jackson. So on her way to Jackson, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. She's speeding, doing 85.
I'm not supposed to
we
be
get
driving.
pulled over. First off, when we got pulled over, the first thing she started hollering was, "Oh my God, I got warrants. I can't go to jail. I can't see my boyfriend.
I was
can't see
not.
my baby." And
That's
she
a
slid
lie.
To the back.
That is a lie. I talked
to
to
the back.
you
No,
about it.
you
Yes,
did
I
not.
did. And I talked
She
in a
slid
calm
to the back,
voice. Yes,
which
I did.
My witness can
You
say.
mean crawled to the back?
No, she slid. She tilted the chair back and slid back. So she
Because
ended
I
up getting
wasn't
on his
supposed to be
genitals.
driving.
No, I
That
did
was the
not.
whole
That
reason.
is a
Because,
lie.
you know, she slid so quickly.
That is a lie. He was on that side.
Yeah,
How would I
was-
be on his genitals if he was on
Well,
that
he
side?
stated that since we
That was also a lie, and I told
he
him
stated
no, I was
in
not
the
on you
state,
like
He
that.
said, well, since you was all in my genitals, I feel like we are a couple now.
Whatever. He was
That's
also
what he
drunk,
stated.
So whatever.
Now you're both getting grimy.
So,
Go ahead.
so
She
after that,
slid in the back seat.
she slid in the back seat. I slid over because the officer, I have tent on my
Slid over.
to the driver's seat.
Why?
Because she slid to the back, and she kept crying, saying she had warrants.
I wasn't crying.
Did she ask you to slide in the driver's seat?
Yes, she
Because
said
she
she
was
would
supposed
take
to be
care of the
driving.
ticket for me.
Okay. And ma'am, is that what happened? You describe what happened.
Okay. So basically what happened is, yes, I am a singer, and so I had a fashion show that I was closing at. And she picked me up, and, you know, Earl, he had given her $40 to pay for the gas and whatnot. Now, what tripped me out is when she picked me up, we were making small talk, and I told her, you know, yeah, I have driven a stick, so I know how difficult it can be. And so she was like, oh, you drove a stick? I was like, yeah, but it was a while ago. She was like, oh, you're about to drive. I'm like,
No.
I don't think that's a good idea.
No,
I
Let her
don't think
finish.
that's a good idea. And so, so she basically stops at the stoplight. Okay, it was red. She gets out the driver's seat and opens the passenger door and tells me, oh, you about to drive. So basically bullying me into it. Light turns green, there's people
Did she have
behind
a
me.
pistol or something?
No, she didn't have a pistol.
Knife?
No, but I was trying to get to where I
She
was.
has some scandal on you?
No.
Naked photos?
But
How
I
can
wanted
she
to-
make you get in that seat?
She was 2 hours late for picking me up. And
I
was
know, but
trying
how
to get-
can she make you do something you didn't want to do?
Because I felt pressured into it, honestly.
I know. If you didn't do it, what did you think would
I didn't
happen?
want any altercation with her.
Like what?
I
What
don't
did
know
you
the
think
girl
would have
that I
happened?
don't
Oh my
want.
God,
I don't know. I
dude,
have no idea, but I know that I
Okay.
was trying to
Well,
get
you have
to
to
the
have
fashion
an
show.
idea to be able to say she forced you to do something. You have to have a fear of something happening
Did I
to
not
you.
just say-
And you say you have no
I didn't want to get
idea
into an
what it
altercation?
might have been.
He did.
It
Did I
might
not
have
just
been
say that?
something as little as, girl, I don't want to be your friend anymore.
I just said I didn't want to get into an altercation. The shirt is bright.
Go ahead, though.
Yes, I did not want an altercation or anything. I didn't know how she was going to act. She had been drinking a little bit, so I didn't know how she was going to act.
I was not drinking.
What tripped me out also,
No, I wasn't.
when she picked me up from the fashion show, there was a
Let's skip to you driving, not when she
Okay.
picked you up from the fashion show.
okay. I didn't know that I was going to have to drive again.
Got that
Okay.
part. You were driving.
Yes, I
Did
drove.
you go 85 miles an hour?
I was trying to get home to my daughter.
Did
it
you
was
go?
4:30 in the morning. I was trying to get home to my daughter. I expected to be home at
Got that. Did you go 85 miles per hour?
I did.
Were
such
you
a
pulled
fucking
over by the
ass.
police?
Yes.
What happened when you were pulled over?
I told her, I said, before
Did
that
you get in
even
the
hap-
back seat?
Yes, I did.
All right. And did she get in the driver's seat?
She
Did she receive the ticket?
She did, but
Did you agree to pay for the ticket?
Yes, I did.
All right, good enough. Judgment for the plaintiff. Have a good day. Your claim is dismissed.
I still like to be your friend, baby girl. You can't treat everybody like that.
You try to make my reputation look bad when you cheating on your
Whatever. I'm not.
liar.
Whatever.
You're a liar.
I'm not a liar.
Yes,
You're a
you
liar.
are.
You said-
No,
like,
I'm not.
you
I
said
have
me about
proof.
you
You
being.
sit up here and try to
Really?
make me seem like I'm the bad girl.
You the one who
like
just
I'm the
said-
bad girlfriend.
and just got with
And
him.
so what?
And you told me
so
not to tell
what?
him?
But you the one who cheating on your man. Yes, you
Seriously?
are. I heard you. I saw you.
Whatever.
And I heard you kiss him.
Heard-
Okay?
Who?
Yes, a nice sloppy one. The first guy.
Whatever.
Yes, honey,
was
the
multiple
first guy.
guys.
Whatever.
You can sit there and act like you lying, but I know your true colors. boo-boo.
Okay, but I know your.
I know your true colors.
Can I say
boo-boo.
something? Look, I just want to say,
You weren't even there.
I'm not talking to
You
you.
weren't even
I'm not even
there.
talking to
So
you.
you don't have to say.
Bottom
you wasn't
line,
even there.
With everything
wanna
she's
say
talking, with everything
something.
she's talking about,
Whatever.
some of it I already know about. A lot of it is in the past. That's probably what Earl was talking about. After today, I'm done with all three of them. So
Thank God. Praise the Lord. Because how many times you gonna sit here and try to threaten my household where my baby lays her head?
How I'm threatening
You thought that I was some
Yo. You see, their asses reposted it too, right? So it's good for their ratings. All right, so let's get into this conversation. Story time. Okay, so where do I begin? I guess at the beginning would make sense, huh? So let's start with the fact that people try to act like they don't want you to cut up on the show. Okay? People try to act like, okay, the judge tried to act like they don't want you to cut up on the show. But the thing is that if they didn't want me to cut up on the show, then the background people would not have convinced me to make sure that I let Judge Mathis know that she was cheating on her husband. They put an emphasis on that. They said, make sure you let him know. He's got to let him know, right? So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll let him know. The point of the matter is that she tried to make it seem like she was trying to do something that was good for me, when in reality, she was assassinating my character. Now, and I'm not saying that with the whole situation I stood up for myself. I stood up for myself and I stated what was the truth. She was cheating on her husband that night. I was flying home because I was in a back and forth altercation on the phone, texting with Earl, which was my fiance at the time. They called me his girlfriend, but that ring on my finger, he had proposed to me. So he's my fiance at the time. Earl, little did everybody know, I was being verbally abused and psychologically abused. And he also had a drinking problem. So I was rushing to get home because it was 4:30 in the morning and it was not supposed to be that late. The reason why it was that late is because she was going around to other people's houses and conversing with different men like she ain't never been out the fucking house. So I'm like, I'm really confused at why this is even happening because, okay, so yes, I did have, my license was suspended at that time. Yes, it was suspended at that time. I was working on getting the money to get it taken care of. Michigan, your license could be suspended in Michigan and you wouldn't even know. Okay? Because they just do it like it's drinking water. So Earl hired her because I had a talent show that I needed to sing at. She was 2 hours late to pick me up, okay? And then he paid her to take me to the talent show, wait for it to be done, and then bring me back. Period. I wasn't supposed to be driving because my license was suspended. That's the whole reason why you're in the picture. Or else I could have found a different ride. I'm not supposed to be driving. Okay? Now, I know what I'm about to say right now is going to make me sound like I'm a victim. I don't carry the victim mentality. No. But I do state facts. Okay? I state facts. The fact is, he's like, did she hold a gun to your head? No, she didn't have to, because when I was a kid in high school, I was being bullied by a friend. My friend used to slap me around, okay, in front of people. So me being in traumatic events like that, if somebody's like very persistent and I'm trying to get somewhere, I usually will just take the responsibility and do what the fuck I gotta do. Because I want an end result, which is me at the fucking fashion show, which is the whole reason why I'm here with you. Okay? So, we finally get to the fashion show. I'm there. Everything's cool. She picks me up. She's like, oh, I have to go to a couple places before we get home, or before I take you. I'm like, okay. Mind you, we got something to drink. Okay? I had a little drink. I didn't think I was gonna be driving. And the situation that I was in was stressful because I know that this woman is married and she's going to these different guys' houses and she's talking with them and hugging them and kissing them. And this is multiple guys. And it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. My man is blowing up my phone, cussing me out. Where are you at? My daughter was 11 months old, as you can hear. I'm trying to get home my damn self. But guess who wasn't ready to go home yet? It got ugly. It got really ugly. Over the phone, via text messages between her and I, it got ugly. She had threatened to beat my ass. That's why when I was like, when you threaten my household, but she thought that I wasn't going to come for her ass like that. The thing is that I don't like altercations, but when you try to embarrass me, number one, that was trauma for me. That was traumatizing. That was very traumatizing to have somebody that you admire or have somebody that you look up to look down on you. Because I like Judge Mathis. I liked his show. And for him to look down on me and make me feel like I wasn't shit, make me feel like I was grimy, especially with all the shit that I was going through. When I say I was in a verbal abusive relationship, this man has called me pathetic before. So like, for me to have another man make me feel like I wasn't shit, it was a lot. It was a lot for me to deal with at that present time. Okay? So, sorry. There's that flashback. Sorry. So, when I was on my way back, I was speeding because I was trying to get home because he was yelling at me. He was cussing and screaming. I'm trying to get home. It's 4 o'clock in the morning now. We should have been home. If you wouldn't have been on some bullshit, we could have been home. I'm in the car waiting on you. And we was spending like hours at a time at people's houses. So yes, I was speeding. I should not have been driving though. And this Chris character wasn't even supposed to be in the picture. Why? Because she was supposed to pick me up, take me to the fashion show, and then drop my ass at home. You weren't supposed to go get Chris, and you weren't supposed to do all that shit. If you didn't want to do it, just say, I don't want to do it. Period. Needless to say, they threw the case out and they paid for everything. They make it seem like I'm the one paying for it. But because it was smart of her to bring me to the show to get everything paid off. That was smart. But it was dumb of her to try to make me feel like I wasn't shit in the process. You can't say that you admire somebody and then say that they grimy when you the one then brought them to the show. She brought me to the show. I didn't opt in for the damn TV show. She did. Okay? So anyways, the police officer pulled us over. Yes, I slid to the back. You want to know why I slid to the back? Because I wasn't supposed to be driving. That's why. And I told her I would pay for the ticket. Yes. Because I knew I was speeding. Yes. Because I was trying to get home. Yes. Because I was being cussed out on the phone by my fucking verbally abusive fiance at the time. Yes. That's what was going on. That's what was happening. Okay? So, needless to say, I was in a traumatic situation at that time. And I acted according. And then being put back into another traumatic situation where a judge is literally making me feel like I ain't shit on national television. That's traumatic as well. Lesson learned. I have a very small circle. If you give me one inkling that you are, it's minuscule. It's minuscule that you're treating me like I'm beneath you, or that you are making me feel like, or you're dimming my shine, or making me feel like I ain't shit. I'm probably not gonna be your friend for long. No matter how small the situation is. I'm probably not gonna be your friend for long, because I do not deal with that shit, because I've been bullied before. By multiple people. Not just the person and that's a whole nother story time. But multiple people. I have been bullied. And I was a bully. I'll be honest. I was a bully. There was 2 kids. I used to live next to them. But I wasn't like a bully where I would be like slapping people around. I was a bully like I wanted my way. And if they didn't give me my way, I left. That's how it was. Eventually, they realized that I had a pattern. And they was like, well, she says that she wants to leave. We just gonna let her go now. And that way, she can stop doing that. And I stopped doing it. So I don't necessarily know if that was me being a bully, but maybe me being manipulative. But no, I've really been bullied. Slapped around, looked at as if I wasn't shit. Looked at as if I was not somebody that had value. That's happened to me. So forgive me if I acted a little bit sideways when I was in a traumatic situation. Forgive me. All right? Be careful who your friends are. Be careful who you let in your circle. Because people are dangerous. People are dangerous. And make sure you stay connected to your spirit team. So that if somebody is in your team and they're treating you a certain way, you'll have that discernment. You'll have that discernment to be able to get out of that situation. Keep your circle small. Okay? Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I appreciate you for watching. Let me know how you felt. I felt like he was pestering me. I felt like he looked down on me, and I feel like he was like, "Oh, this bitch ain't it." That's how I feel like that's how I feel like he made me feel. That's how he made me feel. And that's the reason why I nutted up on her ass afterwards. I'm like, you brought me to this show so this motherfucking judge can talk to me like I ain't shit. Bitch, you ain't shit. Needless to say, they are no longer together. Oh well. Hopefully she's in a happy relationship. I really hope she's in a happy relationship, and I hope that she ain't cheating on him. Or vice versa. I hope he's not cheating on her. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you thought. In the comment, please make sure that you subscribe and like. Share this video, okay? Also, if you have not subscribed to my other 2 channels, I have a mission. And also, if you have not subscribed to my other 2 channels, I have a music channel. It's called LTVOR Music, okay? And then I have a lifestyle channel where I'm renovating my business home. And I document the process, and I also have some music on there as well of covers that I've done. So there's more to come on both of those channels. Please feel free to subscribe to my lifestyle channel. That is The Invention of Peace, and the LTVOR music channel. Okay, so I appreciate all of you that have tuned in. Also, I do want to say one thing before I go. With the last video that I posted, some of y'all feel the need to educate me on the Disney princesses being fictional characters. I know that. Listen, let me tell you something. Don't think that just because I have blonde hair that I'm stupid. Because I'm not. I may be traumatized, but I'm not stupid. Okay? So stop talking to me in the comments as if I'm stupid. Stop talking to me in the comments as if I'm a bitch that don't give a fuck. Because I do. Okay? I do care. All right? Stop talking to me crazy. So yeah, so please do not talk to me as if I'm stupid, okay, in the comments. If you have a negative opinion, you can keep that shit to yourself. You don't have to say nothing. You don't have to say nothing. You know, usually I have a mindset where I want to give people a voice to be able to express their opinions and everything like that. I want them to be able to do that. But the thing is like, when you try to come for my character and try to make me sound like I'm stupid, that's the problem. That's a problem. Because I may not be the sharpest pencil in the box or the brightest crayon in the box. But I tell you one thing, I ain't that dumb. Okay? I'm not that stupid. So don't try me. Don't try me. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, you do not have to comment a damn thing. Okay? Because I don't care about your opinion. I care about the kids. Or I care about the children. We gotta stop calling them kids because they're not sacrifices. I care about the children. Okay? So thank you so much for tuning in, and you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, wonderful week, wonderful night whenever you're watching this. Thank you so much, and I appreciate all of you that have subscribed so far. We are almost at 500 subscribers. Okay? We almost have 500 subscribers, boo. Thank you. Thank you to my supporters. Thank you to the ones who have positivity. Positive comments. Thank you to you. I appreciate you all. Thank you. Peace, love, and self-awareness. Little voice of reason here.